how beautiful this book is. It is so beautiful. Anyway, we're not going to talk about that. Hi everyone, it's me, Andrew. Welcome back to my channel, and welcome to my LGBTQ+ and cosplay series. And this is part 2. So welcome to this channel where I talk about how being part of the cosplay community has helped me through my gender expression, gender identity, and my sexuality. So part 2, I probably said that 3 or 4 times already. So part 2, I'm going to be talking about my first male cosplay. As I mentioned before in my first video, and probably the video before that, I started cosplaying since I was 15/16, and back then it was probably... cosplay has influenced me in a very huge, like, positive way. Doing my first male cosplay, I wouldn't have realised back then how much of a positive effect it had on me to where I am today. I'm going to touch a tiny bit on gender expression here, but I want to say it in another video. So I did my first male cosplay as Takuto from Full Moon Osakashite. I think that's what it's called. Oh my god, I'm gonna hate myself if it's the wrong one. That's my first male cosplay I did, and I'm pretty sure bits and pieces were made out of felt material and just kind of glued on, and not even sewed on, glued on to like existing parts of clothes. Looking back on it was hilarious, but I remember when I did that, I was so impressed. I was like, yeah, I can do something. And I've seen like some girls cosplay as male characters, and then vice versa with men cosplaying as female characters. It's pretty standard to see, you know, people do that in the cosplay community. I remember back then people talk about binding, and I can't remember which binding company it was, but I remember cosplayers would buy binders from this particular website, and I remember back then thinking, I don't want to invest in a binder when I'm not going to use it much. I still didn't buy a binder. I was aware of binders, and I think little by little, by doing cosplay, just kind of like just bits of like how, like just with binding, like if I wasn't into cosplay, I wouldn't have known about binding until much later. So there were just like bits and pieces where I'd see stuff about binding and packing. Yeah, I learned about packing much later, but binding and ways to appear more masculine when you're cosplaying as a male character, like putting shoulder pads underneath your clothing to make it look like you have broader shoulders. That was a technique as well. I did this really horrible method where like I think it was like a sports bra, and then like I attempted sellotape, not even like duct tape. Don't use duct tape, but do like sellotape right around my chest. It was really stupid. It was so dumb. As I kept going cosplaying, I did more like female cosplays than male cosplays, but then slowly it kind of like the female cosplays kind of like whittled down to me just only exclusively cosplaying as male characters. Although my views have changed about just doing exclusively male characters, because I do want to cosplay some female characters. Definitely doing my first male cosplay was just like a stepping stone to me slowly coming out as trans. Obviously I had no idea. I had loads of fun. I still kept doing male cosplays when I was a teenager. I remember I really wanted to cut my hair like Sasuke from Naruto. I really wanted to look like, back then, mid-2000s, like cute Asian guys. What I probably didn't know the impact it would have is the fact that I felt very comfortable cosplaying as a male character. Of course I wasn't cosplaying as me identifying as male back then, but it was just another cosplay, just like another couple of hours wearing a costume, even though it was badly made, and just loads of fun. In comparison to back then with people doing male cosplays and to now, I mean, it's very common, and it still remains to be common and stuff like that, but I feel like people are still trying to do that thing where they're trying to like suss out someone's gender, especially when they're not open about their gender identity, and that's okay not to be open about your gender identity. But I still feel like some things are like still the same as they were before. That's it. This probably made no sense. I apologise. Thank you very much for watching this series. This series is just weird. I don't know. It's just, there's loads of stuff in my head that I need to say out. Thank you very much for watching my video, and I'll see you all in the next one. Take care.